Hey everybody, I see lots of F's in chat. Do I have to go reset the router? I'm trying to see, actually, let me look. Let me look on my end and see if it's, I see. So yeah, a couple minutes ago. All right, let's see how it goes forward. There. Yes, let's do this again, Papa. Let's do this again. Come on up here. Kiki, do you want to run the stream today? Here, Kiki, you run the stream today, okay? Here, we'll appease the Twitch gods. Come here. Up. Yay! Hello, everybody. I'm Kiki. Welcome back to another episode of Reaper Pro Tips with my, well, she's not really my master. She's kind of my servant, but don't tell her that. And, yeah, she paints things. And then there's Quindy, my favorite, because she thinks I'm pretty. And there's John. I don't know much about John, except he has a beard, but I don't know what a beard is, because I don't have one, I don't think. Anyway, so I guess my time here is done. Oh yeah, and there's this guy named Justin who I haven't met either. And there's me, Queen Kiki, sniffing the camera. Yeah. All right. Yes, the real director of the show. Exactly. All right. Well, I guess I'll let you humans go mess things up now. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Off. She's trying to mouth me. No mouthing. No, that's a puppy thing. You're not a puppy anymore. Much as you try to say otherwise. Oh, Lordy. There. So hopefully, yeah, and she likes to use them to go mouth. Puppy things. No, Bubba. Yeah, there you go. There's your toy. Yes, but we don't play with ball strap here on the stream, Papa. We do not play with ball strap here on the stream. Yes. No, you think we do, but ball strap is not is not to be made here on the stream. I'm gonna put her out, guys. All right, exile dog, go exile. Exile. I'm sorry, but it's exile. It's work, Papa. Work. We're trying to teach her the orc thing means you've got to settle down. Work. Boy. What a day. How are you all? Other than the DCs. Let's hope the DCs go away now that I've appeased the internet with a fluffy animal. Because we all know that's what has to happen, right? Also, Quindy, take your allergy pill. Because I'm about to, sneeze my head off. Hopefully I still have a Kleenex over here. Yes, I do. Yep. What would Quindy do without me? She'd have to actually put phone reminders up. Ugh. Yes, the world is full of allergies. And things that are otherwise trying to kill me. All right. Excellent. Oh no. Sorry, Quindy. That sucks. Yucky migraines. Yucky. Alrighty. I'm trying to think. Oh yes, stuff and things. I was going to inspect our work last time and see what we've got. Oh no, bad migraines. Okay, so we did do a kind of stone texture here on the front, which is very nice. However, our backside is just a mess, guys. Everybody's backside. Although we could work with this. I mean, honestly, if I'm going to pile snow up back here, then this doesn't matter so much. I can still pile the snow up and it'll cover over everything. So I may do that because I'm feeling lazy. Because lazy. Woo, lazy. But yes. Hello, Caerindra. All right, there we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to work with this. I think I am going to work with this and just put snow to cover my sins, everybody. Snow will cover my sins. There are a multitude of them. Where did I put my snow? I can't cover my sins with snow if I don't know where I put my snow. But it should be, there it is. Ah, hiding behind my super glue, cleverly. Cleverly disguised. Yeah. Okay. We're good to go. Yeah, soft, non-triggering, yep. Just a bit more ouchy. Aw. If you spend a lot of time on the computer, I've heard that migraines can also be due to essentially restriction of blood vessels as you sit on your computer all day and you essentially lock up everything back here. So you might try some neck exercises, but I don't know. Like once you're out of your migraine, and not the same for everybody, of course. There are plenty of causes for migraines, but sometimes. I know mine, the only migraine I've ever had was after a concert. We went to see, oh fudge, who was it? It was big. It was somebody big. I want to say Phil Collins. And my my store manager at the time, I was just at college and still working retail, and my store manager and I we actually won tickets on a radio station. But after that show, because the light show, I had the worst headache. I had an absolute, I've never had a migraine before, and I've never had one since, but I had one after that show. So I avoid light shows. Like, I can't do big concerts. You have a particular diagnosis, bummer, Quindy. No easy fixes, huh? Well, that figures. Yeah, I never get them when, if the light is steady, I never get them. Like, eye strain isn't a thing with me because I flood my area with light. Yeah, it sounds like Quindy has an actual diagnosis, though, Caerindra, but... Yeah, during after a TSO concert. Yep. Yeah, because the flashing lights, the intervals of light and dark can really trigger, can really be bad. It can be bad, let's just say that. Yeah, that was the only time I had a headache so bad I kind of wanted to just die. In the bus on the way back, back home. Boy, that was not fun. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna do these rocks in. Oh, I do need to whip out the green stuff again because we can't just leave cobbles on the top, can we? We're gonna have to put snow up there, but I don't want it to be so perfectly flat. All right, it's green work. Fine. I was hoping to avoid more green work today, but it seems that it's in our destiny. Papa, I need to come out and get my green. Papa. It's the time when Mommy goes into the freezer for nothing tasty. Papa has discovered frozen bananas because I've been putting them in my smoothies. She's a fan. Yeah, from Heatville. Uh-huh. Yeah, good morning. Oh, bummer. Caerindra, yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's rough. Coldistan. Heatville and Coldistan. Yeah, at least you have a diagnosis, Quindy. Lots of people don't. Oh, no. I left the door open, and now there's a ball strap in my lap. No, Kiki. Mama's working. Work. Nope. Work. Nope. She's sitting here with her head right here. There's a toy in my lap. No, Papa. No, it's not. I'm sorry, but I have to exile you now. I have to. We cannot play. It's work time. Work time is not playing with Papa time. It's not. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Papa, but I gotta work. Work. She's gonna get to hate hearing that. She's gonna be like, rawr. Yeah, it's totally play with me. Yeah, I think we're oh, there's the little Wren. Hi, Wren. Oh, and his wifey. Both of them are hanging out on my back fence. Yeah, taking a little dust bath on the fence. Cheeping at each other. Much cheeps. I can hear them for all the way across the yard. They're adorable. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be really nice here, actually, today. Sorry, Texans. Oh, no, I haven't checked, but I thought it was supposed to be in the 70s. Alrighty, we're going to get a nice big glump of green here. We're going to do some work. Do some work! I'm going to keep my little plastic here for this. Yeah, Kiki is over the top today. She was a very good girl yesterday. I worked nonstop yesterday. Like, I had, like, insane... Some days my focus is, like, insanely superpower. Yesterday was one of those days. Usually it's after I get really good sleep, and if I've got a really defined to-do list for the day, my focus will kick in, and it'll just be, you know, full steam ahead. I got so much done yesterday. The book, I still have a little bit more work to do on the book. Because when you edit, I don't know, this is maybe just me. Every author is different, but just like everybody is different. But as I go through and make my corrections, I also, like, after when I'm taking my walk that evening or whatever, I'll remember a part of the book and go, oh, I need to fix that, right? So last night, after I finished, it took me I normally take a break and a quick power nap in the afternoon. Y'all know that. I worked straight through yesterday. I was from noon to till David walked in the door at 5:15. I was on nonstop. And it was insane. But, oh, so much got done yesterday. So much got done. But yeah, so now I have a short list of small fixes that I want to go through and correct real fast before I send this to those of you who are going to be my advanced readers. Oh yeah, trade you the 107 for the 82 for sure. Yeah. Aww. All right, so we've got some green stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to take this green stuff and we're going to make the top here a bit irregular. We're going to put a bit of rubble up here against the back, which we could have done with cork like we did before with these little fragments up top. But we can make this a little bit sloping or irregular here. And we can also mess up, i.e. make a little bit more irregular this area here. Anything that's truly flat looks man-made, so the top of these cork bits need to be messed up a little bit. You can do that with green, or you can just crumble cork and put it on top with glue, as we did last time. But either way, it needs to have a little bit of something to look organic and not fake. So we're going to grab some of our green and just start working it. I'll do the top of her base first. Now, the top of her base is cobblestones, and maybe I could have managed with that, but it's also very, very flat, so yeah. I'm going to put her in focus. Let's get in focus today. Focus. There we go. Take the 107 if you take the 78% humidity. Oh, dear. These all sound like terrible trades. This deal just keeps getting worse. You all have seen that robot chicken, right? And if you haven't, maybe I have to look it up for you. So I'm going to go over the top of the cobblestones. I'm gonna make it mostly flat because I mean she's standing on it, so I can't disrupt it too much. But I'm gonna make it a little bit more irregular. So we'll make it slope down here. We'll make a bit of a ridge here with a cut. We'll make it look, in short, more like a stone that she's standing on either side of. Come in from the back and flatten that out. And you don't need to do anything fancy here, especially because we're going to put snow over it. We just need to make it a little bit irregular. So you don't need to actually sculpt unless you intend to leave some of this stone bare. Okay. Yeah, stupid meetings. Made of mold? Oh no. Yeah, I couldn't handle that. Mold is my one of my allergens. Alrighty, so I've got a little bit of a mound there, so now we're going a little bit more organic. And I'm gonna like make sure I don't leave any obvious like tool marks that don't make sense for a stone. So if I do decide to leave some of this uncovered and put snow around it, then I can. But I think I'm gonna go over it. It's very low, so I think I'm gonna go over the top. Now let's deal with the back side here. Yes, I'm allergic to Agent Marvel. We really are similar, aren't we? Hold on. Got a little bit of kiki hair in the green stuff there. Oh, gotta make sure it's all out. There. I'm gonna pop this in here. Then I'm just gonna swish it around. I mean, that's the thing with green. It's like, it's just smushing. Endless smushing. When you're not doing anything particularly nuanced, you are really just smushing it around. In this case, very much just trying to make things look a little more interesting. When I have that tail end that really isn't in a good position, I'm going to pull it away and put it on the back. 90% begonia. So we're just going to kind of like curve this over the edge because, again, we're going to be putting snow over a lot of this. These stones will probably stay uncovered or slightly uncovered. We'll put snow in between. I did make some impromptu rocks back here, but I need to make them maybe a little bit better, I think. All right, there's a rock, there's a rock. Oh, we've got too much water. Too much water syndrome. I do get rather enthusiastic with the water from time to time. So we need a tissue. Yeah. And I moved out of state because I've always liked the thought of like traveling and trying out other states. So I did a lot of that. I've lived on each area, having grown up in Wisconsin and then moved to the East Coast and then the Central Southwest and then the West Coast. So I've lived on both coasts. All of the places I lived were warmer than Wisconsin. That's what matters. There we go. Once I take the water out of there, I can stick that little stone down more firmly. Now I need to deal with this big lump, which I'll just make a rock, because why not? A larger stone. I'll flatten off the top a bit. Not like totally flat, but I want it a little bit flat. I saw a piece of granite the other day that looked a lot like the rocks I sculpted. I was like, hey. There we go. So I've got a big rock back here. And I've got a little shelf here. We can put snow down with little rocks next to it. So that'll be nice. Sweet. Okay, now I need to take the green and I need to muck up these really flat surfaces a little bit. Just a little. Oh yeah, you should come out to California if only for the national parks. And up to Washington State for Mount Rainier where we just were. If you like mountains. I like mountains, so I like mountains and I cannot lie. I like big rocks. But Yosemite is definitely worth seeing. Just go in off-season so that you can actually find parking. All right, so we're just going to put a little bit of green down here, and we're going to spread it around and make things a little lumpy. David and I figured out I've been to every state. I think the only one I don't have, I think, is Idaho. I don't know that I've ever been in part of Idaho, but I might have. I may have actually done that on my way back. So I need to check. I think I've been to every state. We were counting after the Kiki trip. I think, because I hadn't been to Oregon, but we drove through Oregon on our way up. Oh, now we're getting that problem where once you get cork wet, it just absorbs the water. And it doesn't want to do my thing because it's all wet. Dang it. All right, well, I'll do the front then while I wait for my cork to dry out. But also, the green just does not love to stick to cork. There we go. But we're only trying to rough it up. We're just trying to give it a little bit of texture, so we just need to stick a little. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, my family's German, like lots of German. So if I do use water for this, guys, I want to use very little of it and keep it really on the green stuff so it doesn't get down into the cork if I can help it. And I do want to make this, again, a little bit irregular. Since we're going to cover it over with snow, we don't have to do anything like crazy to it. We just want to give a little bit of texture so that the snow looks more natural. Yeah, I should probably get over to Germany at some point. Just to visit. Though as far as ancestry goes, I've always really just wanted to go way, way back and climb Mount Kilimanjaro. That's been one of my... So we're kind of making a shelf kind of here where we're stepping it down just a little bit. That'll help with the snow. Always been one of my ambitions. Because again, I love big rocks and I cannot lie. I would really love to visit each of the huge mountains of the world. But ever since I first saw pictures of Kilimanjaro, I've wanted to go there. Yep. But it's weeds. It'll come back, Twisted Oma. I remember those days. Texas grass is pretty much weeds. I'm impatient to plant our white clover. I can't wait to do that. But I have to wait till spring next year. The big grassy space at our at the school down the way, the park, is a mix of white clover and grass, which is what I want to do here. And the clover will be more drought resistant too. There we go. So just a little bit, again, it just makes it, as you can see, it makes it look more natural, more organic, more part of the cork. Just using the tip of this little spade tool to just kind of pull it out and pull it down and plaster it against the cork a little bit. It's good practice for smoothing. You do the same motion, but probably with a different tool if you were trying to smooth it out. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't have any family in Germany that I know of. Our family's immigrated longer ago. I mean, maybe we do, but they're distant and have never heard of us, so. All right, let's see if our cork is dried out a bit back here. I'm going to take a little bit of green and try to scrunch it on there. And I still need to figure out, I forgot that I wanted to give her maybe an animal. I really need to learn how to use our 3D printer. Then I could just like download an animal and print it. I know I have a fox, but I don't think she's a fox type person. Oh, right. I was thinking about doing a shape here. Huh, okay. Now I remember. Sometimes when I'm just like freeform trying to figure out what I want to do and I forget to take notes, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. I was going to do that. So again, just going to rough up this area a little bit, make it not as artificial looking. More sculpted or more organic. Disguise the cork appearance a bit. Well, do I still want to do my idea? I could do my idea. I kind of like these shapes though. Where would I put my idea? And it would take some working. I'm trying to envision it. I guess I could put it here. But it needs to be more up here in order to like fill the space. I was thinking of putting a carving. Well, I guess I could try. I kind of feel like though, I kind of feel like this will be best done in a different medium. So, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, cats are, well, and cats are mostly nocturnal, aren't they? Let's get this stuff out. All right, cosplay. What do you think? Can you do what I want you to do? So it's my first experience with cosplay. It is gray and medium firm. I'm expecting something like Super Sculpey. I'm gonna have to knead it quite a bit to get it. I have to open one end here. The problem with putting my trash over where I'll remember to empty it is that it's not right here. Fail. I succeeded in so much yesterday. Yeah, I bought some because of CNOT. Because I was like, you know what? Sometimes I do want to sculpt base things. So I'm going to grab a chunk of this. So, yeah, we'll grab that chunk. Now, CNOT usually uses a tinfoil armature under his, but I'm not working with a big area. This is actually softer out of the package than I expected it to be. I always expect these things to be like rock when you rip them off and then you have to knead them forever. A lot of people I know use pasta rollers to soften them and get them working. But this isn't too bad. It does feel a lot like Sculpey or other polymer clays. kneading it like I would knead green stuff, just because why not? I suspect you could use this. I suppose you don't know, Julie, if you're on, if cosplay would work like Fimo with curable with green. Not truly nocturnal, just crepuscular. Yeah, I think that sounds familiar, Kroniko. I mean, I kind of assume you could do the same thing with cosplay that you could do with Fimo and green stuff, where essentially if you add a little bit of your clay, of your Fimo to green stuff, the heat reaction from the green stuff curing will be enough to cure the Fimo, if you guys didn't know that. So you can do a mix and kind of get the best of both worlds, one would say. But I think... I had really heavy duty like metal pasta roller, so there was one that was recommended that was really inexpensive, but really it seemed like really heavy duty metal, and it seemed to work a dream. That's the one that Kevin had at Reaper. All right, so now this is nice and soft. It has a nice feel to it. It has a really nice feel to it. It's very plasticky. It's very pleasing on the fingers. Okay. Now I don't have an armature. I just have a projection. And I was thinking, I need a reference. 1 second, need a reference. Must have photo reference. Where is my book? Hold on. Oh boy. I have all these books. And I don't know. I may have given David this particular book. I may need to actually look it up in a different book. Or on the internets. If I can't find my reference. Yeah, I think that I handed that book to David at one point, and it probably went into the other room. Yeah, definitely. I mean, CNOT does great things with it. It does seem very interesting, and I like that it doesn't have fumes, Julie. Bakeable with no fumes. All right, we're going to have to grab the phone. Oh, I needed to remember to plug in the phone anyway, so this is a good reminder. Okay. I do not want that. Oh, man. I hate it when you tell something you want an eagle, and all it wants to give you is bald eagles, and I do not like bald eagles. That is what I want. I want to do an icon or statue carving of an eagle's head coming out of this promontory. So I need, so I need references. And for references, I will turn to the interwebs. And doing a big chunk of stone coming out of the side of the hill here is doable with green, but green is so very smushy. And so I thought that using the cosplay would be nice. You can blend different colors of Fimo just with your hands. I mean, it depends on your hand strength, whether you're going to enjoy it or not. But, all right, so I need kind of to get an idea of head shape. Very flat. Oh, this is a good one. This is a very good one right here. Boop. There we are. So I think what I always forget with eagles is that the head is very long. But I want it broad too. I want it to come out of this stone. I want it to come out of this stone kind of like here. Not that long though. Kind of like there. So I am going to try to figure out what I need to do here. Maybe this shape. And if I can, I want to mold it onto the cork and get it to stick a bit so that then I can just pop it off of the cork and bake it. If I can actually get it to stick to the cork while I mold it a bit, then that's awesome, because then it'll have a shape on its back that'll fit it against the cork after baking, or close enough, even if it deforms a little bit in the oven. So what I'm looking for here is the top of the head shape, this flat area, and I'll make it slope a bit after I've stuck this thing firmly onto the cork, or as firm as I can get it anyway. I want to leave some of the rocky structure so that it's evident that it's like coming out of that. Okay, so there's that shelf with the eye that kind of like comes in from the back, and it is quite deep. And this is a stone statue, so it can be very stylized. But I want to kind of figure out where my eyes are going to be, right? This is very broad, so I probably need to cut it a little bit. Although I can certainly give my eagle a really broad head, and I could turn it into a griffin if I add ears, which is very tempting, so we'll do that. Yes, very pointy looking. Those talons can go right through that glove into your hand if they wanted to. So you can see that this shape